Peace family. Michelle here from Supra's Farm. Putting on my boots. So we went on a nice outing to Florida, our full family, and we've been back for about 5 days, and this is the first day my voice is what would you say, understandable. I just haven't had a voice. I didn't ever feel sick, but I lost my voice. I mean, it was completely gone. I couldn't, all I could do was whisper. So that's been fun. I was thinking a lot about making a video when I got back, and I couldn't because I just could not talk. So anyway, I thought I would bring you along with me today and just kind of show you what's going on here at Supra's Farm. So, like I said, we were out of town for 7 days, and my family was here, my mom and my brother, and I think they tried their best to make sure our plants that were still struggling, you know, continue to survive. But for the most part, the garden is gone. I'm taking some things down to the shed, so I got a bag there I'm toting around. But anyway, let me turn this camera around. So you can see here the roselle. The roselle is doing pretty good. Everything is stunted, and that's because we haven't had any rain. Oh, this plant is down. Oh wow, a stake came out of the ground. Okay, I'll fix that. But these roselle here are doing pretty well as well. If you're new to Supra's Farm, my name is Michelle. My husband and I, Supra, bought this property in 2021. And we live in Zone 8B in East Texas. It's really kind of like Southeast Texas, but more east. And we have about 12 acres. We are new homesteaders. We're new to gardening. We're new to raising animals. We're new to integrating more self-sufficiency into our way of life and into our property, and learning how to can, learning how to do things more from a survivalist standpoint. So this is my raised bed garden. I call this my hot mess garden. I got lemongrass that's doing pretty good. These are all sunflowers. All the vines are sunflowers. This is my sage garden here. I've got about 4 or 5 different types of sage. I planted a lot of the sage as starts from a local nursery, and I planted a lot from seed as well. I've got some clary sage in here that I planted from seed, and some red leaf sage. This is a blackberry plant that is pretty much burnt up. So I need to come in here and pull all the dead stuff off. This bed is strawberries and bananas. The bananas are hanging in there, but I don't see any strawberries. I think they're all burnt up. These are blueberry plants here. This whole bed is burnt up. These were herbs. I had echinacea here, verbena, more blackberry plants here. Again, getting kind of burnt up as well. Just got little things kind of tucked here and there as well. I had a balloon flower plant here. I got some Gomphrena Gomphrena is doing really well. This is my second little patch of Gomphrena. I've got some sweet banana peppers. Looks like the peppers are not doing so well, but the plant looks healthy. The plants look healthy. We'll see. You can see all of the stuff that's burnt up in here. I mean, we haven't had rain in at least 2 months. It's been months since we've had rain. This is my asparagus bed. It's hanging on there. This is loofah. My loofah's struggling big time. I haven't had any loofah this year. Not one. I saw a little baby loofah. Somewhere up in here I saw it, but I don't think it's gonna make it. This bed is empty. This is gonna be probably a cut flower bed. This right here, I've got milkweed. Oh, look, you can see the little bee there on the milkweed. That's the second year for the milkweed. I started that from seed. I also have some echinacea over here. I've got another berry plant in this corner. Can't remember if that's blackberry or raspberry. And I had a bunch of calendula here. And then I am letting the goldenrod do its thing. And I've got a lot of chamber bitters that I let, just stay. Over here I have some tomato plants that are looking pretty sad. I don't think I'm gonna get any fruit from these tomato plants. They were left over from the main garden. I just tucked them in over here. Here's my little goldenrod patch here. And that's why I have goldenrod everywhere. Over here, I have some more pepper plants. Some red bell peppers that I just stuck in over here. More goldenrod. I got salvia here. I got one last okra. Looks like it's hanging on there. I tucked in about 6 okra here, but you know how it is, the heat. And this bed, this is mainly a flower bed. I have lantana, I have dianthus, I have zinnias. You can see the zinnias are pretty much all burnt out. I have marigolds in here. I have African daisies here. And I think I have some straw flower in the front. But everything is struggling. And here in this squash bed, the borers did take over these plants. I'm just holding on. See what I'm gonna get. I haven't gotten any squash. But that's what happens. So avocado here. These 2 avocados were volunteer from the compost. I composted the seeds and they came up from the compost. And so this one is doing pretty good. And then over there, I've got some borage. This one is looking pretty burnt, but this one's looking pretty good. So that is the raised bed garden. You can hear Curtis. Curtis is Super's Farm's first rooster. And I really enjoy having that guy. So here are our ladies. Try to set this bag up. These are our oldest hens. There's Curtis. Curtis came to us as a rescue. He was getting beat up at his farm. So, and all of these hens came to us from a friend that was moving out of the state and she blessed us with her hens. This one, this barred rock here next to Curtis, her name is Baby, and she's the only egg, the only chick, the only chick that has hatched out on Supra's farm. And her mom just jumped up behind me. This is her mom, Lolly. All right, so the hens get a mixture of grain. We use an organic grain, mealworms, black oil sunflower, and whole corn. All right, and then looks like we got some eggs in here. The stairs from our daughter's bunk beds. This was a shelving unit that we turned sideways and we stuffed with bedding, and you can tell this is a plastic container. So and Super found a bunch of twigs laying around the property. Well, not twigs, but branches, small trees laying around the property, and created this roost for them. And this is just a 2x4. These are just pieces of wood that we just stapled. Not stapled, oh my gosh. Forgive me, I'm also high, okay, on medicine. But we nailed up here, bracketed it up here. She found something down there. So this building, this is one of the buildings that came when we purchased the property. We think they used it as some type of like animal building, but we're not really sure. And when we get a chance to talk to the previous owners, you know, when we purchased the property. Okay, we're walking over to our 2 new flocks. These were the 2 flocks, if you've watched our videos before, that I had inside the shed. And unfortunately, we had 2 ducks. One of the ducks was killed, and we had 2 turkeys. And one of the turkeys died. I don't know how the turkey died. I just found it in the shed. There's the other turkey there. And he's a looker boy. I think I'm gonna move the duck over here. I have him in the enclosure with the larger ducks, but the male duck, Donald, he just, man, he wears him out constantly, chasing him around the pen. So anyway, we have 18 little baby chicks over here. We have Auntie Boots and Mr. T, and then the turkey. There's a turkey there. We need to give him a name. I think he's a male because he does his turkey thing and it looks awesome. Good morning, Auntie Boots. Good morning. Good morning. I'll come over there in a minute. And these guys are gonna get a large coop like this as well. I have it, it's in the box. You can probably even see it if you look through here. But we just haven't put it up yet. It came when we were out of town. So this is the flock raiser, like chick starter food that we give them. It's a Nature Wise chick starter grower. And we like this so far. So they get 2 scoops of this every day. Alright, so like I said, we have Miss Boots over here. This is her bucket. And she just gets a basic
blend of what the other chickens get, except she gets a little bit more sunflower seeds and mealworms and corn, because she doesn't really eat the grain. And you can see she's eating out of my hand. So that kind of tells you the relationship that we have. I wasn't intending for her to eat out of my hand just now, but she did. So, and that's fine, whatever. It's her world. I love Miss Boots. That's Mr. T. Our neighbor gave him to us. She had one too many roosters. And we actually have a rooster in here. This one right here. That's Shaba. Super named him Shaba. And all these chicks have names. Unfortunately, all those chicks do not have names. I have 4 Americanas over there, 2 white Polish, all white Polish, and 2 black, all white Polish. So I'll be naming them soon. Super has been naming everything on our farm. Since we've been a farm, these guys are ready to get out. But we just hadn't got to the chicks yet, or the turkey. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, that's from Auntie Boots. That's not for y'all. They're like, well, it's ours now. This is Nala. This one is the last airbender. This is Shachika. That's Pigeon. That's Dovey. There's Shaba. And here's Mumble. Bright Eyes. Oh my goodness. She's sneaking some snacks too. Get in there, Boots. Boots will get in there and discipline them. That's why she is Auntie Boots. That's right. That's Mr. T there. Well, and he likes the ladies. He likes those Polish ladies. That is Shachika, this black and white one here. And this one is Princess Peach, this all white one. He's usually harassing those two. Auntie Boots got her food back. There's Mr. T. I'll put the type of chicken he is on the screen. It's a long one. Silver spangled something. Alright, ladies. And Shaba. We'll see you later. Shaba's gonna get his own flock. He's a silky. And he's gonna get his own flock of silky ladies. Because we want to maybe get into that business. Alright, leave Boots food here. I'll see you later, Boots. Yeah, I'll see you later, Mama. Be good to the little chicks. I'll see you later, Boots. I'll see you later, sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. Oh, look at this thing here. This is Carlos. And she adopted me. She just showed up on our farm many months ago and claimed me as her own. So I'm her human. Alright, that goose is Lowry. And she's not aggressive. She's a Toulouse goose. She's a typical mama goose. She looks after her baby ducks. That's her job. And the ducks' job are to lay me eggs. And this is where they usually lay their eggs. I have 3 female ducks. And I usually get 3 eggs every day. Everybody's eating, so it's nice and quiet right now. I feel so bad for Blue, this one duck here. I think I'm gonna move him to either his own enclosure and I'll just get some more female runner ducks, or I'll put him in with the baby chicks where he can make a mess of everything. But his partner was black, and because I got 2 ducks from Tractor Supply. It was him and it was a female, and I thought Blue was the female and I thought black was the male, but I think it's the other way around now. I think this is the male. And Donald is very territorial of his area. He's right there with that green bill, you can see. And he just chases this poor duckling around all day. And there's a mama goose, Lowry. Lowry had a partner in crime as well. Name was Burnett. And that was the duck that was killed. Lowry and Burnett. Hey, Lowry. I think Lowry knows her name. She's been hearing it her whole life. She's so majestic. I love these animals. Their pond is super low right now because, like I said earlier, it's been months without rain, and these ponds, this one and the one for the geese, it's fed in naturally by the creek that runs around our property. But that's a wet weather creek, and if it doesn't rain, the creek is dry. So we did get some rain yesterday? No, day before yesterday. That actually stuck to the ground a little bit, so I know Carlos gets fed last, and she's like, come on now. I'm talking to that box again. Lowry. Hey, Lowry. Should we go into the water? Are you looking at Carlos? She might be getting ready to scare off Carlos. I don't think Lowry wants you over here, Carlos. Hey, Lowry. Hey, Lowry. Hello, pretty girl. Hello. Yeah, she's looking at Carlos. Hello, Lowry. That's that cat making that noise. I was like, what is that? That's a good Lowry. That's a good Lowry. Yeah, you protect your baby ducks. Yeah, it's a good Lowry. She's so beautiful. Okay, well, you see what I do, okay? In between times when I have free time, I sit here and just like watch the animals because they're so beautiful and majestic to me, and their habitat, like their not their habitat, but their habit is so interesting to me. Like look at Donald. He's going after Blue. I gotta do better by that one duckling. He's not living the life. And Oh gosh, the noisy and nosy bunch. And the animals on Super Farms, I want them to live the life. I do. I want them to live the life. And if it comes down to it, they only have one bad day on Super's farm.
All right, peace family. So I am back in the work shed, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out this very long video. The purpose of this video was just to catch you guys up if you're interested on what's going on with Super's farm, where we've been. I noticed my voice is almost back, right? Like I'm legit. I'm almost in there. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging in there with us this season. You know what? This season, this spring and summer season, as far as the gardens, was so challenging. We started out with two big hailstorms, and then a bunch of rain. And then now here at the end of the summer, we haven't had any rain for, like I said, at least 2 months. So it's been so challenging. And, you know, I enjoy the process. I enjoy any nuggets that I kind of glean along the way, sharing those with my family that might help you in your journey. But it's a challenge. And, you know, YouTube is a challenge. And you know, I'm struggling with it all. So just keep us in your thoughts and your prayers, and send your encouragement if you have any. Look, if you have any to share, because it's challenging. The whole thing is a bit much, but I am still motivated. I'm still excited for the journey. I'm not giving up. You know, so you're just gonna have, if you're gonna stay here and glean with us, you're just gonna have to endure me working through the different stages of what this means, what this lifestyle means. You know, I'm from the city, from Houston, Texas. Super is from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, we are city folks, and putting ourselves in a situation where we're dependent on, you know, what we do for our success, not going to a 9-to-5, okay, not punching in every day for the boss, but working for ourselves and for our families. And if you don't work, you don't eat, quite literally. You know, this is hard. This lifestyle is hard. It's a very rewarding lifestyle. And I'm thankful that we're in a position to where we can figure it out. You know, there's going to be a time where people won't have the luxury of time to figure things out. So I encourage you, I implore you, if you have anything in your gut, anything in your psyche that's telling you that you need to maybe do something a little different, I implore you to listen to that. Whether it's just starting an herb garden, whether it's just maybe buying some extra seeds that you see in your big box store, to go ahead and do those things now. If you're paying any bit of attention, you can see the writing on the wall. Things are about to change. I'm not saying it's about to be a straight up SHTF situation. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that tomorrow the dollar is going to collapse, you know, but I am saying that you can see your day-to-day life. It's a struggle to just buy groceries, to just buy gas, to just do the normal things that you've been always doing, you know? Excuse me, I still have a lot of crud in my sinuses, but so if we can be an encouragement to your journey, that is the greatest thing that I could hope for, is that you could look at these newbies, these clueless city folk, trying to homestead, trying to grow food, trying to raise animals, trying to do things in a more self-sufficient way.
And if that can encourage you and help you and motivate you, then I'm more than blessed. So anyway, thanks for following our journey, family. Thanks for hanging in there. And as we give you a peek in the window, what it is to figure it out. Peace and blessings from Super Farm. Peace and blessings from Super Farm.